Good evening. We begin tonight with a significant security incident near the U.S. President's Florida residence. U.S. fighter jets were scrambled to intercept a civilian aircraft that entered a no-fly zone surrounding President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach on Sunday. The North American Aerospace Defense Command, NORAD, reported that the machine had intruded into the restricted airspace and was subsequently safely guided out of the area. No-fly zones are typically activated when the U.S. President is present in the region. During the interception maneuver, flares were reportedly deployed. NORAD stated that these flares, which may have been visible to the public, were used to attract the pilot's attention and establish communication. This is not the first time NORAD has reported such an incident since President Trump's inauguration in January 2025. All previous occurrences have concluded without serious consequences. Shifting our focus to international relations, the United States is reportedly easing its de facto oil blockade against Cuba, allowing a Russian tanker to proceed to the Caribbean island. According to a report by the New York Times on Sunday, citing a U.S. government official, the reasons behind President Trump's administration permitting this delivery remain unclear. Ship tracking data from LSEG indicates that the tanker Anatoly Kolodkin, which is currently under U.S. sanctions, is en route to Cuba after departing from the Russian port of Primorsk. While LSEG data estimates the cargo at approximately 650,000 barrels of crude oil, the New York Times reported a figure of 730,000 barrels. This delivery is expected to significantly alleviate the critical energy situation in Cuba. Cuban President Miguel Diaz-Canel has stated that the country has not received any oil imports for the past 3 months, leading to stringent gasoline rationing and an escalating energy crisis that has caused widespread power outages across the nation. In other news, John Bolton, who served as National Security Advisor under President Trump from 2018 to 2019, has urged Europe to assume a more robust role in the ongoing conflict with Iran. In an interview with the Augsburger Allgemeine, Bolton emphasized that Iran is geographically closer to Europe than to the United States. He also highlighted concerns that Iran's missile capabilities appear to extend further than previously estimated, potentially reaching nearly all of Europe. Bolton pointed out the continent's economic vulnerability due to rising oil prices and its recurring targeting by Iranian-backed terror attacks. His comments come after German Chancellor Friedrich Merz of the CDU party criticized the recent attacks on Iran by Israel and the United States, stating that Germany is not part of this war and we do not want to become part of it. Bolton challenged this stance, advising Europe to take a deep breath regarding its reactions to President Trump and to consider what is best for its own interests, suggesting that American and European national interests are closely aligned on this matter. He cautioned that if Europeans declare Iran not to be their war, it might lead President Trump to assert that Ukraine is not America's war, an outcome that would only benefit Russian President Vladimir Putin. Finally, a look at future political prospects for the Republican Party. U.S. Vice President JD Vance has emerged as the favorite for the Republican presidential nomination in 2028. At the annual Conservative Political Action Conference, CPAC, a straw poll conducted on Saturday in Grapevine, Texas, showed Vance receiving approximately 53% of the more than 1,600 votes. Secretary of State Marco Rubio secured the second position with 35%. This preliminary vote, while not a definitive prediction, serves as an important indicator of sentiment among the party's base. The results suggest a consolidation of support from the right wing of the party around these two prominent politicians. The CPAC conference is well known for attracting strong supporters of President Trump's Make America Great Again movement. What's your take on Trump estate scare, Cuba oil shift, and Iran warnings? Share your view in the comments. Do you think this will matter in the next news cycle? This video was generated using artificial intelligence